So, we're here at the temple in Vol. This guy looks important. Let's cleanse the temple grounds. That's not exactly what I had in mind. You've seen him outside, haven't you? The civet tongue peddler Onvos Darvin. He's been plying his trinkets on temple grounds for the past few days now. Could you make him leave? All the outlanders, his stand attracts are distracting the priests and worshippers. I'll see what I can do. Oh, I didn't see him. Oh, that's gotta be him. What's he got for sale?
So good to see you.
You like my goods, Miss Sarah? With a few coins, yes? Yes. Wow, he's just selling garbage outside? You know what, dude? You gotta go. You gotta go. I did nothing wrong. Let's say I'm not convinced. And let's actually... there we go. Let's get him out of here. There we go. Now we have a better disposition. We can tell him you and your customers are distracting the worshippers. If I were you, I wouldn't set up shop here. Like... Is there nothing... Like right here. Here's a nice corner he could put his shop. He doesn't have to put it there. Why does he have to do it inside this thing? Could you make... I already did. Whoa! You talked to him and he agreed to stop peddling? What an interesting turn of events. Here's your pay for a job well done. Nice. Well, not a complete bust. We cleansed the temple grounds. Not exactly... Oh, yeah, I convinced him that... Well, he left, but his stuff's still there. I convinced him to close his shop. That's not exactly what I thought was going to happen when we decided to cleanse the temple grounds. Oh, Baker's Hall. Yes. Another Outlander visits Vol. You ought to keep to your own people. Want to chat, Outlander? Oh.
So good to see you.
Wow. This guy we just kicked out of the temple. What a mess he's made. Dude, seriously? You can't live like this. Get us together, dude.
Where would you like to go?
Whoa, can I hold a lantern like that? Our town results offer your kind. Oh, what kind is that, lady? Where do we think sounds like a good place to go? Almas Thirr? Oh, this guy's, he's going doki doki when he sees us. Let's ask about the local area. So is Thirr this river? What about that lady's running around naked? Hospice of the Crossing.
Welcome, friend.
Almas Thirr has many roles. A stronghold, a bridge, a place of pilgrimage. From its canton, the temple washes over the Anatharan region, while the bloodstone shrine marks where St. Veloth crossed the great river Thirr, leading our people to salvation. It sounds like where we want to be. We're part of the temple. Oh, we got a main street here. Oh, that's where we want to go to the canton. See, now this canal...
I can spare a few moments, if you care.
Greetings to you, Nord.
They got a high elf slave? How'd they manage that? And he could be a spy in disguise. My informant found out from a drunk Hlalu in Narcissus that shipments of slaves have been infiltrated by spies for House Hlalu. Could you investigate to see if any of these slaves are spies? No. Not helping you. You crazy, dude? No way. Oh. Temple. Have you performed the Bloodstone Pilgrimage yet? So that's got the Bloodstone Pilgrimage. Those strong of body and mind should seek Hetman Lothro. on the west end of Almas Thirr. She can start your pilgrimage to the Bloodstone Shrine.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
That's what we want to do. We gotta go to the west.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Whoa. Troubled times. House Lau and House Indra are vying for control of the Anatharan region. Almas Thirr used to be respected as neutral ground, but now the 2 great houses are bringing their troubles to our city. There are whispers of spies and saboteurs crossing the river. Hlaalu and Indra retainers are wary of each other, daggers at the ready. The monastery
What will hurt you, Outlander?
of St. Veloth. Well, we're here at the Bloodstone Shrine. Yeah, I can't ask about Hetman Lothro. A stone from Veloth's path, a reminder of duty. A fraction of what was once walked. From west to east in his steps one must travel to receive this blessing. Wow, we certainly would like to get blessed. Suppose there's something good up there? Yep, there's someone up here.
I am blessed to be at your service.
Hey, Dottis. The water face of Dados greets the wandering star without name. The mother is my water, the master my sustenance, and the mystery my air. I live beyond the edge of need, the heart of sorrow, and the mischief of the 4 corners. I make my tower in the whirling mists of thought, where I breathe the whispers of the ancestors and keep the saints as my companions. So, he's talking about ALMSIVI, the false gods that we already deposed. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, I'm basically like equal to ALMSIVI right now. Because I defeated Dagoth and they couldn't. But that guy gave us no treasure. So, it's cool that he was there. Oh no. We fell like 100 feet and took no damage. Well, I guess we'll just go west and see what happens, because let's cross this bridge. Because it seems like there's a path we're going to have to take on this pilgrimage. Like, we can keep asking people where this lady is, and all we're going to get is that she's on the west side. Perhaps in one of those towers. But you can't really go any farther west than this, huh? Yeah, how can anyone be mean to me now? I friggin' defeated Dagoth. Yeah, this whole place is unfamiliar. So I don't know where to go or what I'm doing. And it's not like it's very obvious who I should talk to.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Well, I guess. I mean, our hint was that, well, down this entire length here, oh, Hetman Lothro's house.
I'm very happy.
There we are, looking outside. Did it say we'll find Hetman Lothro in her house? We'll find Hetman Lothro in her house on the west side. That would have been a lot more. That would have been much more helpful. Yep, I'm here for the Bloodstone pilgrimage. This is no ritual for the weak of heart or the quick of step. Yep. These are the shoes you must wear to the shrine on the eastern shore of Almas Thirr, inside the monastery of St. Veloth. Wear them before leaving my home and do not take them off before arriving at the shrine. Do this and you will have completed the pilgrimage of the Bloodstone Shrine. If you remove the shoes before making it to the shrine, you will fail in your pilgrimage. Can I jump? Weather-worn shoes have been added. You feel a stone digging into your foot. Sharp pain in your foot. We don't care, we're freaks. We don't care about a little pain. Look at me. Look at me. Do I look like I care about pain? Oh shoot, we gotta go higher. Yep. We're being damaged. But we're healing so much. We're healing 10 points a second. This quest would have been a lot harder if you don't have a ridiculously rigged enchantment like I have. This quest would be a lot harder. You probably need some restore health potions.
Go ahead, Outlander.
But we don't care, we're freaks. If I keep jumping, does that make it worse? Does it get progressively worse? So that lady said there's a trail of dried blood, which I don't think there is. And if that's the case, dude, that's so messed up. A small red stone falls onto the ground near your feet. Ugh. Upon this stone, Sharai the herder willingly gave herself to the star wound, mending the path for Veloth and his followers. From her shattered womb came 1,000 stars, the first seeds of our garden. Her waters are a testament of our shared resolve, and that no force, mortal or otherwise, may sunder Resdane from her children. What does that mean? That's some Michael Kirkbride gobbledygook if I ever heard it. Nice, we did it. You experienced but a fraction of the pain Saint Veloth endured on his journey. Follow the trail of dried blood to reach the shrine. I wonder why there's a trail of dried blood, Honestly,
May I help you?
if there was a trail of blood that went throughout the city that led to that lady's house, that probably would have been a bit more helpful to help find her. I congratulate you on completing the pilgrimage. By taking these steps, you experience but a fraction of the pain St. Veloth endured on his journey. I'm now eligible to receive duties from Loris. The canal works in the vanilla game literally just seems like the basement. It's not really lively at all. And there's shops in the canal works too, like in Vivec, and a lot of the cantons.
Yes,
I
Outlander.
can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
So it makes sense that there'd actually be people walking around and not just vagrants and criminals. Alright, let's do a duty before we end. Yes, I want to... Oh my god, yeah. I want to help. Jalar Indo, a temple follower, is sick and in need of a healer. Jalar is a smith, hardworking and humble. A true follower of the teachings of the temple. Outside on the market bridge, west of here. It's gotta be him, yep. There's something wrong with my lungs, cough cough. Can you help me? Oh, sounds like you have blood lung. How do I know that? It feels like shards of broken glass going down my throat. Sympathy cough. Let's just give him the potion. Why'd I black out? Jalar Indo drinks the potion. Only a moment later he breaks into a violent coughing fit. Ooh. That potion didn't help one bit. I'm still sick. Then what the hell is wrong with me? You must be dying of old age. Perhaps you've been cursed. Like, by a witch or something? Cough cough. I don't know about that. I've never met a witch. I'm always out here selling my wares or in my workshop crafting new weapons and armor just trying to make a living. It's probably the metal dust going in his nose. Have you eaten or drunk anything unusual? Well, I enjoy a mug of matzi with my daily bread, but there's really nothing worth mentioning in my diet, cough cough. I'm always out here selling my wares or in my workshop crafting new weapons and armor. Just trying to make a living. I don't have time nor quantity to eat anything fancy or exotic. Come to think of it, the coughing seems to get worse whenever I'm working at my home. Oh, well, I guess we gotta go look at his house. I wonder if that was just coincidental that he started coughing like that. I wonder what's in here. Suspicious powder. I wonder if it was the suspicious powder that was making him sick. I wonder if it's the fact that he's burning coal with no chimney right next to where he sleeps. Ugh. Let's just go rooting through his stuff. By decree of his illuminated lordship, the Indrel LV of Raw Deer. Wow, 20 spears, 20 tower shields, 10 longswords, 10 war axes. Interesting. What's this? You found toxic powder in my forge? Well, it seems my job here's done. How do you suppose the powder got in the forge? I don't know, I sure as hell didn't put it there. With the powder removed, I'm sure to recover in no time, and for that you have my thanks. But I would very much like to know where the powder came from. Perhaps we can find the culprit. Thank you, it's good to know that the temple takes care of its followers. How do you suppose you'll find the culprit? Do you have any enemies? Enemies? No, I'm just a blacksmith. I never slighted anyone, and no one has ever slighted me. I think someone who has a rivalry with House Indrel might have tried to sabotage him since he's supplying House Indrel with weapons. Let's be a little coy. Let's beat around the bush. Let's not tell him that we were looking through his stuff. I've always kept the door locked when I'm out here. Other than myself and you, no one has entered my workshop in the past few weeks except one courier bringing me an order from Commander Silsi of Indrel and one Hlalu hireling who bought a steel halberd from me. Tell me about Indrel. Tell me about the Hlalu guy. The lady sounds suspicious. Yeah, you got that right. I don't know why she'd want to hurt me, though, even if she's a Hlalu henchman. She seemed happy enough with the halberd I made for her. Maybe you should question her. Kalita? Is this her over here? Yep. How's it feel to be famous? No, shut up. I mean to know about toxic powder. Powder? What powder? I have no idea what you're talking about. Am I being accused of something? I'm a sworn member of the temple. I'm not. Let's be kind at first. She says she knows nothing. You bought a steel halberd. Yes, I did buy a steel halberd. What of it? It's not against any laws that I'm aware of to do business in the city. You saw the order from House Indrel. Oh, she falls silent all of a sudden. She looks nervous. Our disposition went up now that we caught her red-handed. I confess, I learned that Jalarindo was forging weapons and armor for House Indrel and put the powder in his forge, but I didn't mean to harm him. I meant only to sabotage his work. The powder was supposed to make any metal worked in the forge brittle and render the weapons and shields useless. I truly hold no ill will. What do we want to know? We want to know how far up this goes. Who gave you the powder? I acted of my own accord, doing what I thought was best for House Hlalu. I made the powder myself too, but I'm a poor alchemist. It was all a mistake. Here, take this money to Jalarindo. Explain to him what happened. Tell him I'm sorry. Well, she seems penitent enough. And Vivek said something about, beating people to death, but also, I don't know. Did she admit to putting toxic powder? I don't want her money, I want justice. I've always been a faithful servant of the temple, but the temple failed to protect me from the serpent that is House Hlalu. Perhaps the Indrel can give me the justice I want. Will you help me go to Commander Irnami Silsi, the Indrel garrison on the East Bank, and tell her what Hlalu did to me? The temple upholds the law in Almas, Thirr? What should we tell him? Snap. I don't know if this is true. Should we just bluff? Forgive me, Billy and Kid Jr., but the temple seems to sit idly by as the Hlalu take over these lands and replace our ancient laws and customs with their greed and imperial corruption. I want justice. Either I get it from the temple or from the Indrel. She doesn't want her money. Well, she's trying to give you some recompense. She's trying to give you some reparation. The matter of Jalarindo is still not resolved. Jalarindo wants the Indrel Commander Silsi to know of this. That would be beyond unwise. House Indrel and House Hlalu are vying for control of the Thirr. So far, thanks to the efforts of the temple, the conflict hasn't escalated to an outright house war, and both houses have agreed to treat Almas Thirr as a neutral ground. The temple can't lose its credibility as a mediator of peace. What happened to Jalarindo was unfortunate, but if we knowingly allow the Indrel to retaliate, it would seem like we were choosing a side. Shouldn't we stand above great house politics? We're better than that. We can stand above house politics, but we mustn't fool ourselves by thinking that our actions don't have consequences, both good and bad. Kalitia's offense was not intentional, and she will not dare cause any more trouble. Punishing her for such a minor thing? A minor thing? She almost killed the dude. It would antagonize House Lalo and cause the Induril to retaliate. Besides, you did manage to help Jeller Indo before any lasting harm was done to him, didn't you? Well, if he wants to tell the commander, that's his problem. I'm not gonna do it. I'll be silent for the greater good. Besides, the matter is resolved. She offered him recompense and he said I don't want it, so... It's good that you agreed. The three willing, we will avoid this conflict. I'm worried, though, of the recent actions of both House Induril and House Slalu. Where there are spirits, there will be eventually... There will eventually be blood. I want you to have these temple scrolls. Nice. Scroll of changing idioms and scroll of clerical requisitions. We'll be ready.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
We'll be ready
Please,
to
talk.
perform new duties next time. Yeah, we'll be ready for more duties
I'm
next
very
time.
happy to make your acquaintance.
But that was a good quest. I felt like my choices mattered there. It wasn't
How
just
wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
I choose A or B. I felt like
How wonderful.
it could go
Welcome, Outlander.
even if the end was always going to be the same. I still feel like my choices mattered there. And that maybe being silent will cause the matter to blow up later.
Nowhere to begin.
I guess we'll find out later on down the line. But yeah, that's pretty sick. A pretty interesting quest, even though like we just went back and forth talking to people.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
I really did feel like invested in what's going on. I feel nervous to make the wrong choice. Which is good, you gotta think. So I like it. And I can't wait to do more.